Hey, and welcome back to Design Foundations. In this lesson, you'll learn about the big picture in design. What do I mean by the big picture? The overall visual balance of a design. It's the composition and the layout. It's what everyone sees before reading any text. Good visual balance and composition is the ultimate first impression. Your design reaches that standard when all visual elements, colors and images, and text are all laid out on the canvas in a pleasing way for your viewer's eyes and brain. Its opposite, bad visual balance and composition, typically create a sense of rejection in viewers, and of course, you don't want that. Visual balance, composition, and layout are psychologically related to a person's first emotional impulse reaction to a design. Knowing how to harness that magic will make you a better designer in no time, so let's first talk about visual balance. What do you think of when you hear the word balance? Probably a scale like this one, right? When we talk about visual balance, we refer to the distribution of the visual weight of objects, colors, texture, and space on a design. But what exactly does visual weight mean? Imagine that each element on a design has its own attractive force, meaning that some things are more noticeable than others. The more noticeable elements have a stronger force, therefore a higher visual weight. Take a look at these squares. One is light blue and simple, while the other one has an intricate fill design in dark colors. Which one has the most visual weight? That's right, the texture square has a heavier visual weight than the light blue square. So when the elements in a design are laid out in a balanced composition according to their individual and grouped visual weights, you've got a good visual balance. Deducing if a design has a good visual balance is pretty immediate. You can feel it. If it's not easy at first, with practice you'll get much better. Let's take a quick look at the three types of visual balance: symmetrical, asymmetrical, and radial. In symmetrical balance, the overall visual weight of the elements on one side of the design is similar to that on the other side. In asymmetrical balance, the two sides have different visual weights, but are laid out in a way that still makes the design look balanced. In radial balance, the elements are arranged around a central point and may or may not have similar weights. Before we move on to the next lesson, let's go back to the term composition. You've heard me mention it a couple of times, but what does it actually mean? Composition means the practice of uniting a variety of elements into a whole. The official artistic term is to arrange forms in a space. For example, you can ask yourself, does my design composition have good visual balance? Well, after this course, it definitely will. I hope you took plenty of notes and have a grasp on the meaning of visual balance and composition, and in the next lesson, you'll learn about the visual hierarchy and visual perception through Gestalt theory.